Coming up on Lexington Now, Lexington is going to be much safer in about a year. We'll tell you why. The William Wells Brown Community Center has some exciting Black History Month activities coming up and senior notes. This and more up next on this week's edition of Lexington Now. I'm Sherelle Roberts, and welcome to another edition of Lexington Now, where we take a look at the news that shapes your urban county government. Imagine police, fire, 911, and emergency management being able to communicate and collaborate flawlessly. Well, that dream will soon become a reality thanks to the groundbreaking on a new public safety operations center. The center will bring together several key public safety services under one roof to streamline operations and will save the city millions of dollars in the process.
It is really inspiring to be here with you all today as work gets started on our new Public Safety Operations Center. I want to welcome our council members here, Richard Maloney, Susan Lamb, and Peggy Henson. This is in Peggy's district. I want to thank all of them for being here, and to our partners at FEMA and the Kentucky Emergency Management, Terry Hobbs, Mark Claus, and Wayne Bird. Your leadership has been a big part of getting this project going. Well, as you can see, this is a special sort of groundbreaking today because we don't have any dirt to put on our shovels. We are at the former Juvenile Detention Center, and in about 18 months, this building will house the Division of Emergency Management, Enhanced 911, and Lex Call. By repurposing, by rehabilitating this existing space, we are able to get all the value and functionality of a new building while saving $26 million in construction costs. I want to recognize Churchill McGee and the architects. Also, we're going to hear about their work in a few minutes. The increased efficiency of bringing emergency management, E911, and Lex Call under one roof will improve the city's ability to respond to citizens' requests and concerns. Now, currently, each of these divisions operates out of separate buildings, and as Director Robert Stack will tell you in just a minute, E911 actually has two dispatch centers, one for police and one for fire. So much of what these agencies do requires coordination and sharing information, and having a single operations center will improve response times. That's important for day-to-day communications and essential during times of crisis. When severe weather or other disasters strike, this 33,000 square foot facility will easily transition into an emergency operations center. The EOC is a place where emergency responders and stakeholders across the city can work together as an effective team. Building a central operations center is not a new idea for Lexington. We can dial back to 2008 when the project cost estimates ballooned to more than $39 million for new construction. By using an existing city-owned property and managing the project responsibly, the total budget is now less than a third of that, around $12 million. And thanks to our federal and state partners who contributed $3 million to this project. In fact, I also want to recognize a neighbor who's here today. Where did Troy Ballard go? Troy's right here up front. Troy lives right across the street on Cisco Road, and Troy said to me, Mayor, he said, I sure am glad that y'all are going in here before the animals were just taking over this place. So this is a real tribute to a lot of creative thinking and disciplined thinking and creative management. I want to thank all the partners involved in the project, especially Rick Curtis and Department of Public Safety. He's the project manager for the center and has been a key part of getting the details right. We may not have shovels at this groundbreaking today, but I look forward to the ribbon cutting with each of you when the operations center is completed by early summer of 2016.
Normally, I'm talking about disasters and emergencies, which is kind of a somber thing, but today I can say, oh, what a happy day. I am so excited. I have actually been waiting for this for about 17 years, and there's been lots of people along the way that have been instrumental in making this happen. But Mayor Gray is the one that gave it the push and the shove so that we're actually standing here and doing a groundbreaking, and I'm so excited. And it's going to be great opportunities for the citizens of Lexington to have these three agencies together. And not only that, but within the Emergency Operations Center, in the past, we've had the mayors and the policymakers in one building, the press somewhere else, and people kind of scattered around. And not only will the operational people be here together, but we'll have a place for our press and for the Joint Information System and for the policymakers. We'll have really the complete Emergency Operations Center, plus be able to talk really closely with our Lex Call Center, because they're the heartbeat to give us information from the citizens during a disaster, and 911 working with the responders. So it's just such a wonderful concept, and it's been dearly needed for the community for a long time, and I appreciate everyone making this happen. The Army, it starts the funding that we get from the Chemical Stockpile Program. FEMA headquarters, Terry Hobbs has been a great supporter of this. Mike Dossett, Mark Klaus, and Wayne Bird, FEMA Region 4, all of those people have come together to help us as a community to be able to do this. And what it's going to allow us to do is just pretty amazing, and we're very excited about this. And I just want to say thanks to everyone, and I too will be happy to be back for the ribbon cutting.
The employees of the Division of Enhanced 911 are excited about the opportunities that a new dispatch center will afford when we occupy the Public Safety Operations Center in 2016. Dispatchers are currently divided between two facilities in order to provide radio communications for police and fire personnel. By merging the dispatch personnel into a single E911 center, public safety agencies will be able to better serve the citizens of Lexington by eliminating the need to transfer calls between the two centers we currently occupy. Enhanced 911 will become more efficient by cross-training its personnel to dispatch both police and fire calls from the same center. This center that E911 will occupy will contain state-of-the-art telephone technology, recording equipment, computers, and radio communication systems that link police, fire, corrections, and emergency management. We have actually migrated to the point that all of the emergency response agencies of Fayette County are going to be able to talk to each other when they choose to do so. The new dispatch center will have the capacity to accommodate future growth in both E911 call volume and personnel, occupying the facility with emergency management, and 311 will make it possible for the rapid exchange of information between all three entities should severe weather and disaster strike. Once again, I and the employees of the Division of Enhanced 911 have reason to be excited about the future of public safety communications and improved service to the citizens of Fayette County.
This is an exciting day for Lex Call 311, for the Department of Public Safety, and for the City of Lexington. I think everybody is familiar with Lex Call 311. If you're not, it is your one call for City Hall. We daily take service requests for city services. By relocating out to this facility, we'll be able to link the citizens with the emergency response providers for their needs, assistance, information. We are so excited about this facility.
As many of you know, I'm fairly new to the position that I'm in, and the Public Safety Operations Center project was something that had been worked on quite a bit before I came in 3 weeks ago. So I'm wondering where we are and what there is going to be have to be done with the project. And I talked with Rick Curtis, our project manager from Public Safety, and he assured me that we were where we needed to be and invited me to a pre-construction meeting with all of our partners. And it didn't take me long to realize that our architects, Murphy Graves and contractor Churchill McGee, were really on top of things. And I was quite impressed with all the detail that they had taken under consideration. So I feel very confident that this project is going to move forward and be timely and meet the needs and expectations of all of us who've been a part of it. But I want to thank everyone again. I don't want to be redundant, but in this case, I think it is appropriate. All the folks that have helped cause this to come to fruition. There's so many people that have been important partners in this. The Army, FEMA, the CSEP program, Kentucky Emergency Management, Mayor Gray, council members, our Chief Administrative Officer, Rick Curtis and Lynn Figler, our project managers here, and certainly the many employees of the urban county government, the finance people, and all the ones who have a part in causing everything to work that needs to work with this project. As you know, today has been in the making for a number of years, And this project is going to be a great leap forward for public safety in our community. I'm quite excited about it. When completed, the building is going to house a collaboration of agencies that are dedicated to serving the citizens of Lexington. These agencies, LexCall 311, Emergency Management, and Enhanced 911, will have the capacity to answer and send responses to a variety of citizen needs, from calls for routine service to extreme emergencies. These agencies will be able to efficiently respond to the needs of our community for many years to come in this facility. I look forward to the completion of this project and to the day that this Public Safety Operations Center will open. Thank you.
For more information about this project, you can visit the city's website. It's lexingtonky.gov. February is Black History Month, and the William Wells Brown Community Center is doing its part to share some history on February 27th. Jill Chenault-Wilson, director of William Wells Brown Community Center, tells us more.
My name is Jill Chenault-Wilson, and I am the Community Center Director at William Wells Brown Community Center. Well, basically, we have an array of activities for our youth. Elementary age students come in and do arts and crafts. We have a lot of activities. The coolest thing about the activities that we do provide, we survey all the students and kind of get an idea of some things that they would like to do. So we also have girls group. It's called Jewels, and they meet once a week. They do a lot of self-esteem, leadership development exercises, crafts, just cool things for girls. And then we also have our boys group. Mainly right now we're targeting middle and high school males, and they meet twice a month. Usually the last Wednesday of the month we have a mentor to come in and speak to them and kind of share their time, talents, and treasures. And they talk about things the boys go through, and they really enjoy that. We do field trips for career and college exploration. We went to Kentucky State University this fall and took our teenage boys, and they did a day of college experiences. They got to see a football game. I think the highlight was the band, so it's really good for them. Also for our middle school girls, we have a lot of crafts for them. They like to kind of sit down and socialize. We call some of our workshops Hot Topics. So there's a lot of things that our middle school and high school young ladies go through that they kind of want to discuss and share. So I'll bring in guest speakers dealing with different topics that our young ladies are going through right now. Then also the coolest thing is on Tuesdays and Thursdays for our adult wellness classes, we have aerobics at 6 p.m. Yoga twice a month after aerobics. Then we have Zumba on Thursdays at 6 p.m. And we do other cool ways to burn calories and stay physically fit. We may have a boot camp. We may do some conditioning stations. And then we have our senior aerobics on Saturday mornings at 10. So it's a full week of fun, cool things to do at William Wells Brown. The best thing about it, it's free. So it's sponsored by Parks and Recreation. It's a division of LFUCG. Well, I think one thing that the participants like to do when they come to the center, there's a lot of friendship building taking place. Actually, some of the women that participate in Zumba and aerobics, we developed a book club, and it's been going on for the last, actually this is our 4th year. So just the friendships that have been developed is very important. They do little outings, they read books. For some of our seniors, they get together and they do things outside of the community center because they've just met new people there. And I think for our young people, it's kind of like ongoing. It's a safe place to be. We have everybody sign a behavior contract, so we really don't have any problems with discipline. They come in and they know we have expectations for them. You follow the rules, you have so much fun. On a given Friday night, there'll be probably at 6 o'clock, I would say about 60 elementary students coming in the door. Yes, and with the cool things that we provide, it gives them kind of like a sense of ownership, because when we survey them, we really pay attention to some of the activities that they want to see happen at the center. So that makes it very special. And as they get older, they actually come back and mentor the younger students. So we have a few high school students now that are just kind of like coming, participating, asking if there's anything they need to do, help out, and it just makes us feel wonderful. I have a great staff, part-time seasonal staff that a few of them have been with me for a couple years. So it's good that they know that when they come into work, they're having a great time. It's a cool place to work and be at. And it's free of charge. So I always say that the good thing about Parks and Recreation, you know, your tax dollars are going to good use, especially with our community centers. And I think right now in today's society, our young people are going through a lot, especially our males, with all the things that are going on actually in the whole United States. So we address a lot of those issues at the center and let them know that, you know, you can come in, have a good time, leave your worries behind, bring your friends, and that way things are really happening well there. The community center is actually located in a very cool place. If you haven't been to the East End lately, man, you're in for a treat because there's a lot of development going on. A whole new subdivision has been built, Equestrian View, and it's just like things have just blossomed. The coolest thing about the community center, we're located inside the William Wells Brown Elementary School, and that was a great sit down at the table development that happened about almost 7 years ago. Lexington Fed Urban County Government partnered with Fayette County Public Schools to pull a lot of resources and funding together to build this wonderful facility. So the community center is located in the rear of the school. So, you know, the bell rings at 7:45 a.m. and we close at 9 p.m. at night. So the full day, evening, and night, the building is full to capacity. And on the weekends, we're open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So we have a lot of opportunities for you to come by, join us, get a calendar, pick and choose what you would like to do. And also, if you have any talents, we always welcome volunteers. Come in and meet with me and tell me what your talents are. And of course, there's some paperwork you have to fill out, but we would love to have any volunteers. We work a lot with the University of Kentucky students. They come in and volunteer. A lot of them do their practicum work with us, internships. Actually, I have one that I've actually put on payroll because once you see their talents, you kind of keep them around. And the students really love and respect all of our college students. It's sort of like a learning process. Each one, teach one. We have a Facebook page. If you go to www.lexingtonky.gov/parks, then you can pull up all the information for the community centers. You can hit William Wells Brown Community Center, and there's a whole calendar of events and special events. Actually, we have a cool thing going on for the month of February, which is designated as Black History Month. At the last Friday of February, Friday the 27th, we'll have our Black History Month program. And it's always fun for the students because they actually get to perform. We have little skits that they do, and they get to learn about famous African Americans. They also get to learn more history about the East End area because there's a lot of history right in the East End. So we have a mentor, Miss Yvonne Giles. She's like a historian for Lexington. She has so much good information. So she always comes in and we'll get together and we'll create a skit for the students to perform. And this year I'm doing something special. We're honoring some of our participants who have been very dedicated coming into the center, supporting us with resources and other things. So it's a surprise. I can't tell you who they are. You have to come to the show and see it. It's going to be Friday, February the 27th at 6:30 p.m. And we'll also have some healthy snacks because also the students, we have our own cooking classes, so they get to help prepare some of the snacks and things that we'll be providing. Yes, you can come by anytime, fill out a registration form, or you can call us at 859-389-6678. That's the number to the community center. Or you can always call Parks and Recreation's main number, 288-2900, and they'll give you information. They'll forward it on to us. And you can always come in and get a tour, hang out with us, and have a great time.
For more information about this program and the other things going on at the city's parks, visit the city's webpage. It's lexingtonky.gov. And coming up after the break, we'll tell you about exciting activities for senior citizens in Senior Notes.
Currently, we have an entry collision, Nicholasville Road at Manawar Boulevard. This is Crosstown Traffic on Government Television Channel 3, a service of your Lexington Fayette Urban County government. Currently, we have a stalled vehicle at Waller Avenue at Harrodsburg Road.
Way to go, Lexington! Participation and collection totals from the Rosie Recycling Program are at all-time highs. Now it's time for a quick reminder on what materials can go in your Rosie Recycling container. Paper and cardboard products, canned products with contents removed. We accept milk, juice, soda, and laundry plastic bottles and jugs. And glass products. No Pyrex, ceramics, or plate glass is allowed. Place only metal cans in the Rosie. Don't place other metals such as car parts, cookware, propane tanks, chains, or garden hoses in the Rosie. These items cannot be recycled by LFUCG and slow down processing efficiency. For more information about the Rosie Recycling Program, please call LexCall 311 or log on to lexingtonky.gov/waste management.
Welcome back to the show. Well, this winter may have gotten off to a slow start, but now it has begun throwing its worst at us. And that means there is no better time to enjoy the great indoors at Lexington Senior Centers. Here's a look at what's going on in Senior Notes. For more information about what's going on at our senior centers, visit the city's website. It's lexingtonky.gov. Well, did you know that when snow and ice strike, as they recently have in abundance, the city of Lexington has a plan to keep the highways and byways clear and safe? Here's a look at the city's snow plan and how you can help our crews get the job done.
Please help us help you. Hi, I'm Catherine Minton. The objective of the Department of Environmental Quality and Public Works Snow and Ice Control Plan is to provide winter roadway safety to you, the traveling public, in the most reasonable, efficient, and effective manner. We're requesting your help during snow and ice removal operations and ask that you follow these simple suggestions. Please limit travel during storms to trips that are necessary. Once roads have been plowed and salted, the potential for accidents is greatly reduced. Please park your vehicles in your driveways and off the road. If you must park on the street, try to park on one side of the street only. Parked cars hinder the speed and efficiency of our snow removal operation. Parking bans may be in effect. Vehicles may only be parked in authorized areas. Vehicles parked in unauthorized areas may be towed. Snow plans are designed to remove snow from the roadway to the edge of the road. It is likely that the plow will leave behind a window of snow in front of your driveway. Residents are responsible for removing this snow. It is against the law to plow snow from your driveways and walkways into the road. Please pile the snow in your yard. Remember, you are also responsible for your snow removal contractor's actions. When snow plows are used during snowfalls, the initial pass of the snowplow is made to open the road for traffic flow. The following passes will push the snow to the curb line or road edge. This is necessary in order to allow for the drainage of melting snow into catch basins and to allow more space to plow future snow accumulations. To avoid salt hitting your vehicle while driving, move away from the center of the road when you see a salt truck approaching from the opposite direction. Salt trucks are designed to deposit more salt near the center of the road as the salt works its way to the road edge as traffic runs over it. Please try to stay back approximately 200 feet from the rear of a truck while it's deploying the material. To ensure that your mailbox is not damaged during snow plowing operations, your mailbox must be 42 inches above the ground and the front face of your mailbox door must be no less than 10 inches from the front face of the curb or road edge. Remove your portable basketball hoop from the street and place it on your property. LFUCG is not responsible for damages to the equipment. When calling the Public Works Department, please keep messages simple and direct. Be certain to state your name, phone number, the problems you are calling about, and its location. We can be reached by contacting LexCall at 311. Please keep sidewalks clear and adopt a fire hydrant if it is located near your house. Residents are asked to clear their sidewalks within 24 hours after a snow and ice event. The hydrant is there for your protection, and it may be several days after a storm before they can be cleared. By following these recommendations, you will be assisting us in providing you with safe and efficient snow removal operations. As always, for more information, please visit our website at lexingtonky.gov or call LexCall at 311.
For more information about the city snow plan and where your street fits in the plan, visit the city's website. It's lexingtonky.gov. And of course, whether it is snowy and icy or clear and sunny, you want to know how traffic may affect your trip, and the Division of Government Communications has got you covered when it comes to that, especially with your morning commute with our show, Crosstown Traffic. The show airs live weekday mornings from 6:30 to 8:30 and gives you the most up-to-date traffic news and even a street view with our live cameras so you can see where the delays are before you even leave the house. Remember, that's Crosstown Traffic only on GTV3. Now, here's a look at this week's lane closure report. Remember, you can get traffic updates 24/7 by following us on Twitter. Our handle is @LexRex. Well, there's a lot going on at City Hall this week. Here's a look at some of what's on the calendar, but for a complete listing of meetings and events, you can log on to the city's website. You know where it is. It's lexingtonky.gov. That's all for this edition of Lexington Now. We'll return next week with more news from your urban county government. But in the meantime, you can keep up with what we're doing by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. For the staff and producers at GTV3, I'm Sherelle Roberts, and that's it for now.